I'm guessing we had like 2-3 hours sleep. Keiichi-kun, good morning. Huh? Keiichi-kun, your eyes are all red. Why is that? Why? Well, hey, good morning. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm a little sleep deprived today. That was an actual genuine yawn. The festival yesterday was a lot of fun. Rena's excitement took a long time to go to sleep, so I took a long time to go to sleep too. To sleep. In Rena's case, her excitement seemed to still be wide awake. We should have this kind of festival more often, so we can have lots of fun together. Oh. Yeah. Rena talking about the festival yesterday made me remember everything I had nearly forgotten from last night. Huzzah! The inside of the ritual storehouse had been so utterly different from the relaxed, bright, everyday life of Hinamizawa. All those stories that Takano-san told me too. The mysterious incidents that occurred on the day of the Watanagashi festival every year. The strange incidents where one person would die and one would disappear. The old stories of Hinamizawa flickering like a candle behind them. The numerous and horrifying traditions of Onigafuchi village. The villages with demon blood in them. The terrible cannibalistic feasts. The poor sacrifices kidnapped from human villages, victims of the Onigakushi. To quell the rage of Yashiro-sama, the ritual involved living sacrifices. There are also many others. There were so many stories that were just remembering them put me in a foul mood. Most of them weren't fiction either, they were true. We didn't need to fear them just because they were real though, since it all happened so long ago. Such a very long time ago. Where's Michan? She's late. Huh? Before I realised it, we had arrived at the place where we usually meet with Mion. Probably because I was so lost in thought. We agreed that if she isn't here by now, we can just go on ahead, right? Should we? Mion being late wasn't too rare an occurrence, but today she was unusually late. A few of the ominous tales from the night before came back to life in my mind again. Who would die this year and who would disappear? It wouldn't have been Mion. What should we do, Keiichi-kun? If we don't get going, we'll be late. She'll be here. She didn't call to tell us she'd be staying home today, right? Let's just wait 5 more minutes, okay? And then we just have to like sprint into school. Anna looked at her watch and seemed to be a little worried, but then she nodded with a satisfied smile. If we had to wait 5 minutes, we'd have to run as fast as we could to school or we'd be late. See? As soon as I thought that, we spotted Mion running towards us out of breath. Michan, you're late. You waited? You should have just gone on ahead. Mion was breathing heavily and her face was all red. Her house was straight down this road, wasn't it? It wasn't far enough away for her to end up like this, was it? Michan, are you not feeling well? Huh? Now that she mentioned it. When I pushed Mion's bangs away, I put her hand to her forehead. Rena, your hand is pretty cold. Michan, you're a little bit warm. It's no big deal. Give it half a day and I'll be fit as a fiddle. Are you really okay? You don't have to push yourself, you know. What's this? Kei-chan, are you worried about me? Haha, that's nice of you. That answer wasn't like Mion at all. You must have had it pretty bad. I just think you shouldn't push yourself so hard. We can tell the teacher you had to take the day off. I'm fine. I took some medicine. I think it's already working. Mion forced an energetic expression onto her face and flexed her bicep at us. Okay, then let's go. Don't overdo it, but of course there's the time. What? We need to run or we won't make it. Ha 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 ha. This morning sure is thrilling. Maybe it's just what I need to shake off this slowness. Let's run. Hey, wait, you're sick. Don't go overboard. Mion began to run vigorously away anyway. Mi-chan is older than us, right? She knows her own body better than anyone. I decided to leave it at that and assume she was fine. Wait, then we should get going too. We began to run after Mion. Did we make it? The school looked the same as always. The hours passed listlessly and my lack of sleep took its toll. If there was a sport where people competed by sleeping, I'd be world champion right now. Imagine might be. The trick to overcoming this sort of dangerous situation is to hold your pencil upside down. Why, you ask? They don't draw strange patterns all over your notes while half asleep. Fair enough. If you were holding your pencil upside down, that wouldn't happen, would it? Bump, 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 bump. Something that felt like an eraser hit me in the head 6 times. Oh, what was that for, Sakato? I haven't done a single thing. Who else would play a prank on me like this? Oh, it was chalk, not an eraser. Eh? Behind me, like a female outlaw might hold razors, was the teacher's shadow holding 3 pieces of chalk in each hand. Rumble. My Barakun? Go and wash your face. Huh? Right. Gladly. And alone was enough to wake me. But I flew out into the hallway as if shoved out by the pressure exuded by the teacher's sheer power. I guess he ended up drawing on his face then. If I was going to wash my face anyway, I would rather use the sinks out front rather than the ones in the dark restroom. Thinking that, I left the hallway and went to the entrance. The sunlight was strong. So strong you wouldn't think it was June. So you wouldn't think it was June? Surely you would have strong sunlight in the summer months. I turned the faucet on with a lifeless bubbling noise. Lukewarm water came pouring out. If I let it run for a few moments, would it get cold? I looked at it absent-mindedly for a little while. I knew you'd choose these things, Kei-chan. The ones out front just feel better, don't they? Mion? No cutting class now. I stuck my hand into the water to find it had gotten so cold that it seemed strange it had ever been warm. I scooped it up and splashed it against my face. Once I was done, I moved out of the way and Mion did the same. Mion, how's your cold doing? You're sleepy because of the medicine, not from the lack of sleep, right? Ha 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 ha. Actually, this is a secret, but after the festival yesterday, I got wrapped up in the party my relatives were having. And well, I had a bit. And she made a gesture like she was tilting a cup into her mouth, which means you didn't have a cold or anything. Are you hungover? How old are you? Nah, give me a break. I really don't feel well, you know. I suppose she'd be feeling lousy either way. So she's drunk. She got drunk last night. She's currently hungover. Don't worry about how old she is. She had adults around her. Still, you treat colds and hangovers in completely different ways. I was worried over nothing, and I guess that's just like you, Mion. Leon scratched her head, a little embarrassed. He didn't seem to be feeling well, but now that I knew it was a hangover, I didn't need to worry too much. It would go away with time after all. Oh, but my head really is pounding, so the teacher told me I should go home early. Ugh, you cheater. So are you going home right now, Mion? Now that I looked again, Mion had her bag with her, so she must have been on her way home. Yep, I feel bad about it though. I'll get some rest at home like a good girl. Sorry I can't make it to the club. Would you take over as leader for today, K-chan? I don't know if that will happen. We have that unspoken rule that we don't do the club unless everyone is there, don't we? We never did it when you had to go to your part-time job, did we? Leon laughed wryly, saying we didn't need to worry about her. No matter how much fun we have though, I think the feeling guilty about friends who can't share in it is the sign of a really fantastic friendship. In that sense, the club Mion has created is a wonderful thing. As I thought about it, the moisture on my washed face dried up. I suppose we were talking too much. If I didn't get back to the classroom soon, I could get into trouble. Okay, later. I'm going back. Be careful on your way home. Don't wobble into a sewer or a brook, got it? I left it at that, turned around and started heading back into class. Oh, one more thing, K-chan. Mion stopped me and I turned my head to listen. What's up? This may sound weird, but don't think too hard about it. Well, that depends on what it is, so judging by the fact that she said this, we're gonna think plenty hard about it. Last night, near the end of the festival, did you see Tomitaka-san or Takano-san anywhere? I suddenly tensed up. You know Tomitaka-san and Takano-san, right? You remember, K-chan, when the four of you were talking during setup the day before? If I could, I wanted to forget about sneaking into the storehouse that night as soon as possible. So hearing the names of the people I was with at the time really got to me. Besides that though, why was Mion asking me a question like that? I ended up staring at her, unable to answer immediately. Was she asking to see if I had seen them or not? Or was she asking the question to know that I had? I couldn't tell. Well, maybe. I might have seen them around, I don't know. My vague response was clearly not to Mion's liking. What answer was she expecting from me? There was no way for me to know. I see. Then one more question. On the same night, did you see Shion? My heart leapt into my throat again. Tiny needles buried beneath Mion's words pricked into me. Didn't you ask me that yesterday? I think I told you I wasn't sure if I had or not. Did you? I guess. I just thought I'd get a different answer if I asked you again. Why has she gone all crazy like, and all the empty eyes? I suddenly noticed something in Mion's eyes, something indescribable. Tomitaka-san and Takano-san. Shion too. She was asking me about them. There was no doubt about it. Last night the four of us snuck into the ritual storehouse. She knew everything. So what? There's not really a curse anyway. That's right. You and Shion and Takano-san said yesterday during the festival that there was no curse, and that rather than a curse, it was the doing of the villagers. My blood curdled. Mion was, almost without a doubt, aware that we snuck into the storehouse. It was nothing strange. I screwed up bad flipping on the light switch last night. If Mion had been searching for me, it was simple to imagine that she had seen that momentary light come to see that momentary light and come to find out what was all going on. Did you really not see her? Why are you so intent on knowing if I did or not? It's not important. It's just that there are some people who are speaking poorly of Tomitaki-san, Takano-san, Shion, and you, Kei-chan. I didn't really hear what they were saying though. Unpleasant sweat dripped down my arms, and the sound of it hanging from my fingertips was so annoyingly loud. That does speed of sweat travelled a long, long way. I don't believe that you were doing something bad. I just wanted to ask a bit about it, so I did. Sorry for making you uncomfortable, okay? I found myself unable to reply. My reaction must have made it obvious what the truth was, and yet I couldn't explain myself. Kei-chan, you weren't with Tomitaki-san, Takano-san, or Shion, right? Yeah. I finally wrung out an answer between ragged breaths. Mio's expression softened a bit. That's good. I'll have to tell them. You weren't involved in anything bad, Kei-chan, so I'll make sure to tell everyone. Yeah, please do. Tell them I wasn't doing anything bad. To everyone, make sure. Everyone? Everyone? Who is everyone? Okay, later. I'll be better tomorrow. Bye bye. Wait, Mion. What do you mean by everyone? Just then, a freezing cold hand touched the back of my neck. Hey, you're late, my Baragon. How long does it take to wash your face? It was the teacher. I was taking so long and she came out to get me. I'm sorry. I was just speaking to Mion. I turned around, but Mion had crossed through the schoolyard without me realizing it. I was now standing at the gate. Come back to your studies. Quickly now. The teacher was being insistent. We returned to the entrance. I looked back one more time and Mion was nowhere in sight. Keiichi, you haven't seen well today, all day. It's clearly because you had far too much fun yesterday. I don't want to be told that by the one who got lost. Your face was all red and you were nearly crying. Ha 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 ha. Takano was so cute last night. Ha. My friends did their best to try and cheer me up, but it didn't lighten my mood. It was far worse than I thought. Had I really done something that terrible last night? These thoughts remained with me for the rest of the day. Bye, Keiichi-kun. Well, we're just going back home already. I'll see you tomorrow. By the time I realised it, I was in front of my own house. Michan had a cold, right? Could you have a cold too, Keiichi-kun? Could you? Huh? I'm fine. I may look scrawny, but I never missed school because of a cold. Well, in a different timeline, you sort of did. Both you and Michan didn't look so good today, though. Thanks for worrying about me. I'm fine. Idiots don't catch colds, remember? Rena smiled and waved at me and left. Oh, with my shoulders bobbing up and down from breathing heavily, I entered the house. As soon as I got back in, Mum called me out of nowhere. What? Keiichi, I'm sorry, but could you go to the library and return a few books for me? I don't feel like it. My dad and I have to wait inside the house for a phone call right now, so we can't leave. I need you to return them today. But could you please do it? Sheesh. Did it have to do with Dad's job? No point in arguing if they bring that up. I guess so, but I don't know where the library is. No, you don't. It's a little past Okinoya Station. Just then, the phone rang. My parents' faces immediately turned grim. Mom snatched up the receiver. Hello, Mayabara speaking. I'm sorry? Yes, he's right here. And she thrust the receiver at my face. It's for you, Keiichi. Don't take too long, okay? I tried to ask who it was from, but asking the person on the phone directly would be faster. Hello. This is Sonozaki, well, the younger one. Hello. Do you have time to talk right now? It was Shion. The older sister had a hangover, but the younger made no reference to it. Shion? I thought you'd be sleeping in today with a hangover, same as Mion. What? Mion had a hangover? Ha 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 ha, that's so like her. He laughed warmly, but Mom glared at me silently, telling me to finish up. Oops, sorry. My parents are waiting for an important call, so I can't talk for too long. What do you need? There's something I wanted to talk about, but if we can't talk long, I guess that's that. He sounded a little disappointed. What would Shion want to talk to me about? Now I was interested. And how about we meet in person? If you could show me where the library is too, that would be great. You mean the public library near the station? Yes, that's fine. I go past there on my way to work anyway. Okay, then you know where I usually meet up with Mion? At the intersection where the small path for the Sonozaki house splits? Oh, Kei-chan, did I not tell you? I don't live at the main house, I live in Okinomiya. If we could meet by the ticket machines at Okinomiya station, that would be great. Main house? Living in Okinomiya? Now that she mentioned it, it always seemed like the Sonozaki sisters weren't communicating. Did they live in different houses? Also, now that she mentioned it, Anna said she'd never met the younger sister despite going over to play sometimes. Let's meet at the station then. I'll go there right away. Bye. I set the receiver down and Mom immediately thrust a large pile of library books in my face. 6 volumes of long-form mystery novels. Mom had her own hobbies. Thank you, Keiichi. Be back by nightfall. Got it. Okay, I'm going. I suppose I'll change my clothes and grab my bike key. Climb the stairs to my bedroom. Got changed and everything.